So we got ourselves a new gizmo, and I can't wait to really put this thing to use. We broke down and bought a GTech Pro. So, and this was on the suggestion of one of our viewers. You know, it's been in the back of my head, like I've been aware of them, but it never really occurred to me, oh, just go buy a, you know, a GPS timer, right? One of you guys made the suggestion, it clicked, I says, you know what? So, just for the record, okay, I bought this. We don't have any association, sponsorship, advertising, anything with GTech, right? So I bought this thing, good, bad, or otherwise, you know, it is what it is. So, so these things have been around for a long time. And I wasn't really sure about the accuracy of them, because I remember the old direct connection performance timers, and those things, there was way before GPS, those things used weights that you hung off the drive shaft, and it would count the revolutions and give you times that way, and they were inaccurate and, right, finicky. But I started looking into the, you know, into these things, and evidently they're extremely accurate. And then I started reading about, you know, a little more detailed, and even I'm saying to myself, okay, well, if you're going to go with a GPS timer, you're going from the time the car moves as opposed to the time the car breaks the beams, which could be like 0.2 of a second. So according to what I've read, this thing is programmed for a 12-inch rollout. So it gives you the same rollout as if you shallow stage the car and let it rip. So it's got that little bit of delay in there to make the time a little bit more accurate. Let me show you what's in this thing. Okay. So you get the actual, you know, this is the GTech, this is the windshield mount, this is, you know, the power port, you know, deal. And then this over here is a GPS antenna that you stick on the roof. It's magnetized. So, let me see, the battery's up on this thing. Okay. It only runs for a short period of time when you're, if you're not, you know, if you're running off this battery. So they tell you, you know, run it off the power cord. Let me see here. Okay, so these are runs we made. Hang on now. Let's see. Give me a second, because I gotta move it this way here. I'm still learning this thing. Okay. It's only got 2 files saved. Open. Oh. Alright, look, I'm not going to mess with this thing right now. It gives you the 60 foot, the 330, gives you a 0 to 60 time, it gives you the 1/8, and it gives you the 1/4 mile. And we took this thing out early this morning before the sun came up and made a few 1/4 mile runs with it. The best run was 1527. 88 miles an hour. The slowest was 1620 something, 1621. I just let the tires spin just to see what it would do. And then you can actually plot the graph of the run on this. And you could see where, you know, it hooked, and then the tires spun, and then it accelerated again and then dropped off. So it's like, and you can replay, you can store as many runs as you want and replay them as, you know, need be. The best run, by the way, was a 1527 at 88 miles an hour. And that, keep in mind that that's with 87 octane gas, 32 degrees timing in it, and a carburetor. It's still 150, 200 CFM too small. It still has the 600 on it. So, but I'm happy with that. You know, it's a grocery getter, 276 years. So at any rate, this thing's going to open up a whole new dimension for us as far as like making videos and comparisons and so on and so forth. So right away, I want to start doing things like carburetor size, you know, what effect carburetor size has on things, what effect weight has on things, what effect, and then of course bottle rocket. You know, this gives us a chance to blow up stuff right in front of the shop instead of having to take it all the way to the track to do that. So that's it. I just wanted to show you guys our new toy, and let's see what we can do with this thing. I'll see you tomorrow.